What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we have some huge update news coming down from the dev team from Clash of Clans. We're going to be talking about what's going to be in the October update, breaking it down, kind of giving my opinions. A video was just released on the Clash of Clans channel talking about this update, and we're going to kind of react to it, kind of give my opinions on it, break down what they're talking about, and we're just going to get right into it. But guys, if you don't want to miss any update news, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on those notifications, because anytime I'm allowed to give any kind of information, once I find it out, once I'm allowed to release it, I will let you guys know as always. So let's go ahead, let's hop into this video. This was Darian and Eno breaking down and kind of talking about it. And one of the big things here was talking about how this is not a huge update because of the World Championships, which was kind of to be expected. Let's get into the video and talk about this, because Darian says something huge right here.
This update is going to be laying down the groundwork for a very massive update that we've got planned for the end of the year.
Laying down the groundwork for a massive update. So this isn't going to be a huge update by any chance or by any stretch of the imagination. It's just going to be a good update to get us through to that massive update. A lot of quality of life stuff in here, but there's some good stuff in here, especially regarding like the global chat stuff that was kind of talked about before.
It may feel like this content might be a little on the light side, but there's a lot of the content that's happening behind the scenes or under the hood, if you will.
I got you, Darian.
The biggest thing that we have been working on is clan recruitment. It's actually both ways, from clans to players and players to clans. Why don't we actually start from there?
So this is really cool. They're obviously going to get into it, but if you guys remember, they're talking about how they're going to get rid of global, which is what Darian's talking about right here. Get rid of global chat, which is going to make it harder to recruit. However, there's going to be new tools to kind of replace that. So I think I'm going to skip through this video here and there, kind of go around. And one thing they kind of brought up is these labels that you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to give like certain profile labels, like saying what kind of player you are, what kind of clan you might be looking for. You can even turn on and turn off clan invites. So let's go ahead and get into this. So right there, labels, you see that. It shows, you know, maybe I like clan games, maybe I like clan wars, maybe I like clan war leagues, maybe I like farming. It shows you can select those three labels, put them on your profile, and then clans can actually find you based on those labels, which is really, really awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. A little, you know, quality of life change that's going to make a nice little impact on how people find us, how we kind of approach the game as far as a recruiting aspect for finding players and finding clans, because without global, it's going to be a little bit harder. But with this, you'll be able to find players and kind of, you know, scout them out, see what kind of player they are. So right here, you can set your clan to say what kind of clan you are. You know, if you're a casual clan, clan games, base building, war, all that kind of great stuff, which is really, really awesome. That way, you know, when people are applying, they should know what kind of, you know, what to expect when they're applying to your clan. And actually, as a clan, in the next little segment here, you can find players. You can search for players, which is going to be really awesome. So this is where you can kind of go out and like headhunt for players and try to find players that fit what you need, which is that's pretty awesome, guys. I like that quite a bit. So huge changes coming to how you can find a clan and recruit for a clan there. So some really cool stuff. You can turn on and off the clan invites, like Darian's saying here. I know I'm talking over him a ton, but it's whatever, guys. It's whatever. Sorry, Darian, talking over you, brother.
If I'm a clan leader, I might try to recruit him based on, you know, what our clan is like versus what he's like as a player.
What else do we
So, you know, they talk about the recruiting, where you can go in, you can find those players and find what you're looking for. That face, though, Darian, that's a nice face. So let's go ahead and get into the next part of the update here.
Ooh, some season challenge changes.
Season challenge changes. We've done quite a lot of UI work on it, just to make it easier to understand, easier to play, more exciting and more fun.
Kind of streamline the workflow a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, quick train slots.
So they're going to make the season challenges a little bit easier, a little bit more streamlined. Good stuff, making those better. I already kind of ruined the next part. Quick train slots, guys. Check this out. We're going to get more quick train slots and a little bit of a spoiler. Do you guys see something in this picture? I accidentally saved it on this, or paused it on this frame. But do you see something on this frame? Look like above my head. You see what that loot card is? That's different. Like, does the loot card get its own segment in there? Am I supposed to say that? I mean, it's in the video. Am I supposed to point that out? I don't know. I didn't realize that until just now when we're frozen on this frame. I don't know. Let's go ahead and keep this going. Talk about those new quick train slots.
Expanded
because this is something I've wanted forever. A lot of people.
So instead of having just
we got 6 now, guys. We get 6.
Now you can have 6.
And these extra ones don't come at any gem cost.
So you don't have to buy them. You get 3 more slots. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
One of the big things players have been asking
This is huge. Okay, the change to the clan games. This is going to be absolutely huge. So you know how like right now we get leeches in the clan games. They come in, they do 1 challenge, and then they get the full rewards. Now you'll be able to change that, and let's kind of listen to what they say here, and then we'll talk about it.
How to reward players who consistently perform at the top of their clan every season. What we're doing is, if you are someone who reaches a high enough threshold, and we can set that threshold, whether it's 4,000 or if we want to set it midway, you'll be entitled to get 1 extra reward from any tier that you've unlocked.
So what Darian just said there is you can make it so you get an extra reward if you do the certain amount of work. So say I set the threshold at 3,000 points. If you get to 3,000 points,
sometimes
you can get an extra reward from any tier. So like if there's 2 books in there or 2 runes in one of the tabs,
no, you don't have to choose anymore.
Oh my goodness, that's so huge, guys. It's so awesome. I'm so pumped for that. So that's a huge change to kind of, you know, not necessarily stop the leeching, but reward those that do, you know, do a little bit more work in those clan games that give those points. I think, like, for me personally, I'm set that at like 3,000. If you want the extra reward, you got to do a little bit of work. You got to play the game, because I know I've had to max like several accounts before so we got the rewards. And it was a pain in the neck, so I think we'll make people work for it. But a huge change there, getting extra rewards from the clan games.
I'm being greedy.
More free stuff!
So
gotta
there are
love
a couple
that.
changes
Gotta
that are
love
adding
free
to the
stuff.
Legend League, more specifically towards the base cooldown of when you edit your village.
Teslas and traps won't trigger the cooldown anymore.
So right now, when you go build a base or change a base, if you move anything, it triggers a 1-day cooldown. Now you can move your Teslas and traps around, which is good because, you know, maybe you found a base online that you liked and you copied it, but the traps and the Teslas aren't quite right. So now you can move those around without having to face that cooldown, which that's huge. That's awesome. Kind of helps with the base building aspect and making it so you can test and kind of play with different positions on traps. That's a huge thing in base building.
Some tweaks to the Legend, how the cooldown works also in Legend League.
So the new timer will take into account how much time is left in the matchmaker and adjust the cooldown period accordingly.
Yeah.
So I think what they're saying there is for Legends League, it won't be like a full day cooldown. You'll be able to put the base in the next day with the adjustments. I think that's what they're trying to get out there with the Legends League base cooldown, because now, like, if you've changed one thing on your base, you have to wait the full day to put those changes up, which is a pain in the neck.
Also,
so
builder-based trophy season is now set to 5,000 for the trophy reset. I know that's something you guys have been asking for a long time. Speaking of autumn,
I'm not quite there. So when the season resets for a builder base, you go down to 5,000, and I'm not sure what it goes down to now. Sorry, builder base players, I'm only at like 3,600 or 3,700, so I don't know. But the seasonal reset will be at 5,000 trophies, not points. 5,000 trophies now, which is pretty huge.
We do have a special Halloween themed event this year. If you haven't already seen the social media posts,
the Skeleton King
challenge skin is the Skeleton King for the Barbarian.
Yeah, my favorite really skin ever. He's so
beautiful. Make sure you sign up for the Gold Pass and don't miss out on this.
So that we already knew about.
But also, we've got some fun, phantasmagoric, spooky Halloween themed stuff.
So I think what Darian might be hinting at there is usually there's a Halloween obstacle. We've had that kind of like every single year where there's a Halloween obstacle on the base. So maybe he's kind of hinting at a new obstacle without necessarily saying there's going to be a new obstacle. Yeah, hard to say.
But maybe we'll save that for a big
Darian's so subtle with what he says. You got to love it.
We didn't add any troop or building levels or anything that added or changed the gameplay. Largely because, we've got our World Championship, just a couple weeks away?
Right, and that's kind of what I talked about before, is there's not going to be any major troop changes, any crazy huge changes, because the World Championships with $1 million on the line is just, I think it's, 2.5 weeks away now? There's no way they're going to make huge changes. So this, like he said at the beginning of the video, this is gearing up for a bigger update at the end of the year.
These clans
makes a lot of sense,
a couple of weeks to adjust isn't really fair.
I feel like I'm talking over Darian so much.
And like I said, we are saving a lot of this stuff for the update towards the end of the year, and it's going to be a very big one.
Update at the end of the year is going to be a very big one. Town Hall 13? Yes, Darian? No, Darian? He's not going to confirm for us if it's Town Hall 13. He's just going to look at me. So a huge update coming at the end of the year. What do you guys think it is? Let me know down there in the comments. He keeps hinting that it's huge, it's massive, it's big. So there's got to be like something brand new. Even if it's not Town Hall 13, maybe new troops, new spells, something brand new coming, new defense, new buildings, something huge has to be coming with him hinting. We couldn't put this out because of the World Championships. It would affect that. You know, that kind of stuff. There's got to be something huge and massive coming at the end of the year.
Quality of life updates going into this content release. So make sure you keep an eye out for the full detailed patch notes on release day.
So again, guys, anytime I'm allowed to share any information, or if I have any information for you guys, I will definitely put it out there. That way you guys can have it and get it as soon as possible. So make sure you have those notifications on, subscribe, that way you don't miss any of that. So huge news about recruiting for clans and stuff like that coming down the pipe for this next update. Nothing massive in this video, but a lot of cool stuff. Especially, I like the clan searching and the player searching. That's pretty cool. The base cooldown stuff is really big, so a lot of cool updates coming in. But we're waiting for that end of year update now, guys. I think that's what this sets us up for. The end of the year update is going to be really huge. What do you guys think? Are you guys happy with what you saw here today? Are you disappointed? Are you sad? I know Clash of Clans players. They're going to be disappointed because there's nothing crazy, huge, big. But I tried to tell you guys that there wasn't going to be anything big just because of the World Championships. So we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, kind of reacting here to Darian and Eno. Hopefully I didn't butcher his name. He's going to like beat me up or something if I meet him. So you guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads of mine. And if you did happen to miss yesterday's video, you can check it out right over there.